Well, three members of a Putaruru family are facing permanent paralysis after eating what might have been contaminated wild boar. Shibu Kochuman, his wife Subi Babu and his mother Alakati Daniel remain in a serious condition in Waikato Hospital after eating the boar for dinner last Friday night. The couple's 7- and 1-year-old daughters are being cared for by members of their church. One of those church members, Sojan Joseph, says he got a call from a friend at Waikato Hospital on Friday asking for him to come in and identify the family who were paralysed and in a vegetative state.
They were just wondering if we know the person who was admitted at the hospital because they couldn't identify who it was. So we rushed to the hospital and the outcome was a bit shocking because all we could see was our friend and his wife and his mother, like in a state where they're like close to death. So we just didn't know what to do. We just didn't know where their kids were. So it was I don't know. It was such an emotional scene for all of us, and we just really didn't know what to do, and we didn't even know where the kids was, and we found out later on that the kids are with their neighbor. So we got their kids from Putaruru, that's where they are from originally, and we got them in with one of our families, so they are looking after them. They're from our church. So that's how I know Shibu and his family. We attend the same church, and we are a close-knit community. And and it's been like 6 days, and it's very hard to see. I did go see him yesterday, and they pretty much remain in the same state, and he's not like able to talk, or he's not even responding to like any of us or the surroundings. So we just really don't know what's going on.
Another family friend, Joji Varghese, told me Shibu Kochuman, who lives in Putaruru, had gone hunting for wild boar with his friends, and he and his wife and mother had eaten it for dinner before falling ill and calling an ambulance.
Now, this is the tricky part because it is the process of elimination. The children have basically consumed everything else in whatever else they have consumed, with the exception of the wild boars. So by a process of elimination, the doctors think it is definitely some sort of poisoning within the boar itself. So maybe the boars consumed poison before it was shot down, and whatever was in its blood has found its way into theirs. Otherwise, without a proper toxicology report, they are not able to answer that question. The toxicology report is expected tomorrow. So once that comes through, a proper treatment plan will be put in place.
Mr Varghese said the family has no relatives in New Zealand, and the church is fundraising to bring caregivers from India to care for the couple's children and pay grandmother Alakati Daniel's medical bills.
Mrs. Daniels is here on a visitor's visa, and a part of that process of applying for a visitor's visa is they will need the sponsor to pick up any medical costs that are associated. She was obviously ticked that box, but she does not have any medical insurance. And so this hospital bill is going to spiral out of control, especially because the estimated recovery time is somewhere between 4 to 6 months. That's part of the reason why we're doing this fundraising. The other part is when their immediate family does come over from India, they will need a place to stay. There'll be costs associated around just daily life. The children will be with them, so there'll be costs associated with that. Like I said, our initial plan was to send the children back home to their grandparents, but if they're going to continue here for 6 months, I expect the elder child to be bored out of her skin if she just stays at home doing nothing. If she was attending school in Putaruru before this, so we'll have to find her admission to some school here in Hamilton, give her something to do, keep her occupied while all of this is happening.
Well, that was Joji Varghese, who was talking to me earlier about the family who have been left paralysed, possibly after eating wild boar.